What's up, world? This is We Need a Fifth. It's your man Mo. I'm your man Hill in the building. Yo. I'm your man P on the building.
What up, fellas?
Fellas, it feels like it's been a minute since all three of us got together and
Good to
whatnot.
be back.
And Olympics is finally over.
Facts. We'll edit it. That's my American flag. You put that in.
And both women's and men's basketball team were able to capture the gold for the United States. And I know it's early, but I want to start talking about 2028. Who should be going for the U.S. men's basketball team in 2028? You know, at that time, you figure, especially Steph and KD, they would be in their 40s.
And LeBron.
Oh, I'm taking about because he would be 45 at that point, right?
We're foreshadowing a little, but we'll get into that.
Ronnie?
Huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna act like I didn't even hear that. No, you didn't just do that.
It's early. You never know.
No, I know.
Okay.
No.
Shout out to Ronnie. I think
he's lucky to be in the A. Let's leave it at that. God bless his family. But who should be on the team in 2028?
Let's see. We're taking off. How many we're taking off on this team? We're taking off
Everybody.
Ron. Everyone?
Everyone but Halliburton.
And Booker.
Ooh, Halliburton, Edwards,
And Booker.
maybe Bam.
And Bam.
I say those four might turn over. Tatum, we'll see how he feels about. Because he'll be eligible.
And Tatum.
He'll still be in his. No, I just don't know if he'll want to.
Oh.
He'll be deserving in 4 years.
Okay.
He would probably be your first pick, him or Edwards by then.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he wants to go through that experience again.
Different coaches, I'm sure. I think Kirby going by then, probably, right?
And I think,
Grant Hill still be there though. So,
but I think it would matter with the
coaching, right? I agree.
And I think Jason Tatum, at least from my perception, he seems like a big Kobe Bryant fan, and I think he would want to make an impact on the Olympics like his hero.
But then Kobe only did it like once, right?
Yeah.
And so I can do something that Kobe never had the opportunity to do. And I can make an impact like he did, especially depending on how young the squad is for 2028. How many newcomers you're bringing into the fold?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very young. I think him and Ant might be the old heads, like by then.
Still in their 20s?
Ant definitely.
Ant definitely.
26. What is
Tatum maybe,
I think
about
Tatum might be
28,
like
29.
29
Yeah.
Because he's still relatively
yeah,
young.
absolutely. And he'll still be the elder statesman. I think he'll come. It depends on his ego. I mean, I don't know his ego in a bad way. He was slighted in these games, so I don't know if he wants to not put himself through anything, because I think he'll play the next round. I just think he'll say, like, yo, listen, I deserve to get more time. I got a gold medal. I might stick it to you and say, no, I don't want to come.
And I think that front line is going to be Blue Devil heavy. 'Cause I think you have him.
Chet.
You got Zion. You have Banchero. You might have Cooper Flag. So just off the fours, you might have like 4 doogies.
I think I have Chet.
And I think Chet is as close as a lock as someone who hasn't made it yet. Like I think him and Bam would be the 5, and that's if Bam makes it. But I think you really have to almost like recruit Chet now.
Jaylen Brown.
Huh?
If he keeps. You have Jaylen. Jaylen will be there.
I think Jason Tatum has a better chance. It's just politics. Again, it's not nothing about his talent. He should have been on this one, in my opinion.
Right.
But I don't know if he wants to, and I don't know if they want him.
I think they'll fix it at the next time around. I think. Never know.
Faith in this country, bro.
Brunson,
yeah, I can see that.
Let's see how this John Morant thing works out in the next 4 years. Because you got Halliburton, Brunson, and Morant. I don't think everybody could go.
I have a long shot too, depending on how they play, and because they do weird things with defensive matchups, and I don't know why. We might have a spot for Bridges too. It's a weird player, but for some reason they have these twins type defensive players.
I think they would take Morant first.
I don't know. I again, they put teams together based on matchups, and they feel like these tweener mid. He's a 3-and-D guy, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think
Bridges,
I think
probably the top.
I would say one of the best.
Maybe the top of it. I could see him taking that. I think he's a better player than Derek White. If not, but so if you have that, I mean, the way he made it, I could see them doing something fringy like that and have him in there.
And I think they're not going to be confined to traditional playing roles like point guards and whatnot. So that, because I think honestly, even if you got the guys that you're talking about at guard, I think whatchamacallit, you could put Ja at the 2.
Yeah, but you get. I don't know if you want to be that small. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking height. And it's not even so much position. It's like, because you especially if you have like a Zion who's like 6'6" in your front court, that makes you shorter. And again, that's why I just think Chet's so important. Because looking at it,
AD is going to be old.
He's going to be the best, and maybe the only 7 foot I could think of that would make the team.
AD's old, and B's going to have a lot of traction and stuff on his wheels. So I don't know if either one of those play. I'm trying to think of what big would be able to complement.
Besides Chet, I don't even see no American big man.
Chet, Bam, and Cooper.
And again, Bam, I think you're just putting him there. Bam's like 6'9". Cooper's like 6. Like when I think big, I'm thinking like 7 footers. Like you're gonna have Wemby out there. You might have Joke out there again. Like you're gonna need like I don't know if those 6'9" dudes is gonna be enough.
I think a player like Bam could be enough because he shows you parts of that during this Olympics.
But that was like spurts because you're splitting time with AD and Embiid.
Right. And you're talking about Joker. I mean, they couldn't stop Joker, to be fair.
But to be fair, hey, Bam was part of the unit that was the defensive unit. That was, hey, get us a stop. You know.
No, he's
but in spurts. No,
he's a great defensive player, but he's 6. That's what I'm saying. He's 6'9". I don't care how good he's on defense. He's still 6'9".
And Embiid's 7 foot, and I mean.
He's probably a better defender than Embiid, to your point.
Yeah, but Joker's a different beast, though.
Yeah.
The height, the weight.
I'm just thinking Joker and Wemby. You might want to stockpile some height. You know what I mean?
Joker, Wemby, Gobert, if he wants to do some old school nationalism thing. It just has to be tall.
For Gobert, you could just throw it. Yeah. I don't think you would even waste Bam on him. Because you almost want them to try to give it to Gobert in the post to score.
I just like him on FIBA. I don't think he's utilized best on FIBA weights. I know he stinks, but just being able to play ping pong and tap the ball back and forth, the FIBA game is ideal for Gobert.
You would think so. In theory. But in reality, no.
And France would have loved it if you were right. Because I think if you were right, they would have a gold right now. Point belly period.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Hey, if you could give me a solid 20.
But I think everyone's in love with perimeter shooting, though. So, I mean, I saw France. Like I said, it wasn't like they were giving Wemby the ball down low all the time either, though.
But you saw the games, Hill. You saw what Rudy Gobert was doing.
It stinks, but I'm just saying from an internal standpoint, like they just don't give the ball down that much.
And Hill, you're taking my argument. That's what I used to argue about for Rudy Gobert and stuff like that. But after this Olympics, now I'm seeing what y'all saw.
We're not talking about Rudy Gobert, though. I'm talking about Wemby.
I mean, but Wemby, hey, you just give him the ball. I don't care where you give it to him.
Right, but I would prefer...
let him rock.
Especially, you know what I'm saying, from an international standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do anything right near the rim. He dunked his own miss. Like, he goaltended his own basket.
Yeah.
Right? So, why not just have it where you're just throwing it up there down there?
But I think, unfortunately for him, like, and that's part of the reason why I say Bam was good on defense. It's like, hey, you put a body on Wemby, and especially with the FIBA game where they allow you to be a lot more physical, you can literally push him out.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? And that's what Bam was doing to him, just pushing him out and saying, hey, you have to catch the ball at the free throw line. I'm not allowing you to catch it all the way down here and whatnot. And that's where, to your point, hey, you would think that Gobert would be better at that because I think he's stronger than Wemby and has a stronger foundation than Wemby as far as, hey, physical stature and whatnot, and should be able to claim his spot down low. But
you can't.
He wasn't, you know. But, yeah, and I just think that in FIBA in particular, Wemby's going to have to get a lot stronger in order to get those positions you're talking about.
So, we're going back. Who do we have that, I mean, guard-wise, do we think that would make what you call him.
Well, I think if they want to, I think Edwards and Booker would be locks.
Yeah.
As far as getting invited, they're in the system. I don't see. I think Donovan Mitchell might be the odd man out.
Again?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, if they're not going by position, he has a shot. But if you're going by shooting guards, I think Booker and Edwards are in front of the line.
Edwards, Booker. Ja Brunson.
Ja Brunson and Halliburton. How do you tell Halliburton no when he put in the FIBA? I feel like it would be a favorite over Ja or Brunson just because of he has experience in the system.
Got 4 years to decide. Could fall off.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen in 4 years. Like I think, like right now, I would say no to Ja because of the off the court situation. But in 4 years, no one's going to really remember it.
Right.
And then for your bigs, you have Chet.
I got it.
Bam. Maybe Turner, Miles Turner.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You need some. I don't know.
Because I'm just thinking of height.
Small. didn't go there, right? I'll take Chet and Bam. After that, I'll just take my chances with playing Cooper Flag or Tatum.
Give me some bigs, man. Bigs.
Because then you're reaching. Like after Bam and Chet, you're reaching.
Even with Miles Turner, you think they're reaching?
Mitch can't play. I need height. Mitch too. You need a big.
Robinson
Can't shoot
or
free
Harkenstein?
throws. Harkenstein. I mean, you need big. I mean, yeah, somebody big. I'm looking for bigs. You might have to throw some down. Well, that's what you have tryouts for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you have the tryouts for. You never know. You need it. You need it.
What?
You need it big.
You might think Mitchell Robinson and Harvard, you go see him in the trials, like, oh wow, I didn't know he could do. No, I know what they are.
I didn't know that they were this serviceable for bigs at their position. We need 3 bigs.
I agree. I don't think we have them though. I know we need it. I don't think we have it. Is what I'm saying.
All right, so if you're gonna go the big small, then you're gonna go what, Zion Ingram, because Ingram's 6'11".
Yeah, that's another Dookie. I think I got like 5 Dookies in the front court. I didn't even think of Ingram, Zion, Banchero, Tatum, Flag.
That might be it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but
that's 10 right there, right?
And
I gave you 4 without the Dookies. You gave me 6 Dookies.
You said
5.
Five.
You
That's
added Ingram, Zion, Tatum, Flag, Banchero.
And what's that, 9, right? So you need 3 more spots? Mm-hmm. We said Halliburton.
Yeah. Halliburton, Edwards.
Halliburton,
Edwards. Who's already in, right?
Booker, so that's 8. You got Bam and Chet, that's 10. So basically, you just got two point guards.
And Jason, we possibly saying no to Tatum.
No, I got Tatum.
I mean, not Tatum, Jaylen Brown, though.
I would have put him on this team. You know what I mean?
I
would put him on. I don't know if he would take the invite, and I don't know if they're going to extend the invite. That's the whole thing. He's deserving. There's no doubt about it. In another 4 years, I think he'll be one of the top 10 to 15 players in the league. Mm-hmm. And then you put in international, that makes him probably top 10 American-born players. But that'll be interesting.
No Fox?
Nope.
He has a chance, but,
Whose spot is he taking?
Brunson.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see him over Morant, to be honest.
I could probably see him over Morant before I see him over Brunson. I think only reason why Brunson wasn't probably on this team is because he was injured at the end of the season.
Trey?
Don't ask me that because I see no use for Trey.
I think he's fringe. I think him and De'Aaron Fox is fringe. Like, it wouldn't shock me if they made it.
Trey, Fox, Bridges, French?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much. I can't think of.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth. It's just not at the. You just don't have many 7-footers, American-born 7-footers that are high quality, in my opinion. Yeah. But the guard spot, the forwards, pretty much stacked. You're gonna leave off some really good players.
I think 2028 France is gonna could be a problem.
It's possible,
especially if they're
Those first two picks.
Their this year's rookie class able to show something. So,
that's looking like a big if, but yeah.
That would be a really really fascinating backcourt, front court.
Trey said, "Don't look for that to be the case." Trey Young said.
That was. I don't know. That was like the best thought out comment. He basically told. I forgot what podcast he was on. I believe it was podcast P, Paul George podcast. Shout out to them. Saying right like
Anthony Edwards. He said plus. He said I think the two prior to it. He said Anthony Edwards and who was there before that? He said he thought they hit it out the park. He said
Edwards might have been Wemby,
it was Edwards, Wemby.
Basically saying that this kid that they picked, he's not that.
He's been Alex Starr and Richard. He said
probably role players.
Alex Starr and Richard, forget it. Probably at best role players. So, I mean, France, who knows? But playing together, probably. You know what I mean? They're all put together. They might have some continuity, but star power wise, Trey don't believe it.
And he's a
star.
Yeah, no, he's a voice. He's a voice. I listen. I take everything I feel about him. I don't like. Yeah, his voice matters. It does.
He's a confirmed talent evaluator.
No, it's just his
as
opinion.
Much as I am.
Yeah, it's just his opinion like anybody else. We're not saying just because he said it's true. It's just that's his opinion on those two players. He could be totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Females. Juju, Paige, and this class.
Yeah, Caitlin, Angel.
Asia
definitely should be there.
It's
Stewie, if she wants to go.
Should be jam-packed with talent.
Yeah, it's almost like what four are coming off, right? Because I can't see Paige, Juju, Angel, and Caitlin not making it in 2028. So, yeah. So this is almost like which four is coming off.
Four's definitely coming off.
Diana Taurasi.
Taurasi and Griner, maybe? I don't know if Griner is, and that's just because of their age. So, yeah, I think the fourth is the four oldest players on this team.
That's a heck of a cheese fry, though. That's a heck.
Yeah,
I mean, your bench is nasty.
Yeah.
I really hope the WNBA is ready for when Juju comes. I think she's gonna be a problem for the WNBA.
They market them both right. I think there should be.
I think they're gonna put their money in Caitlin Clark. I don't think they're gonna put as much promo on Juju or Paige Beck as how they are on Caitlin Clark. I don't see it. Just like they're not putting the same amount of promo on Angel Reese that they're doing with Caitlin Clark. So I think if you want to see the big push from the WNBA, it's now. I don't see it. Not saying that, and they both might be better than her. But I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint, I think they're putting everything into Caitlin Clark.
I haven't seen too much. Am I missing that many commercials from her? I don't watch so much TV as well.
I haven't seen
Caitlin's
as far as like new commercials and stuff like that. I haven't seen too much of that.
Oh, I mean, just having a commercial is like a big deal for the WNBA. I think that's the thing. Like,
I think Witchcomb's injury hurt too over there for the Sparks.
Cameron Brink.
Because Cameron is marketable.
Yeah.
He's into the eyes. You know what I mean? So I think that the WNBA, I guess to piggyback on what P is saying, I think that is and should be their golden child with Caitlin Clark as of right now. But they're missing the boat with just not spreading a lot more with the talent that we have. Even if Cameron's hurt, I would still have commercials with Cameron. I would still do stuff with Angel Reese. Like, whatever you want to do, like, you should be bigging up this class, and then the next class should be having to big up. Keep building up your brand.
It seems like they don't want to be aggressive with marketing and promoting. I feel like they should be a lot more aggressive. To your point, they should be spending a lot more money on marketing and promotions. I'm a firm believer in sometimes that, hey, in order to get money, you gotta spend it and give people the perception that, hey, this is supposed to be the norm. You're supposed to be seeing us everywhere, and you're supposed to be feeling like you want to give us your money, because we're such a hot commodity, or because we're the next big thing. Oftentimes, I feel like the WNBA doesn't believe that themselves. That, hey, we're the hot commodity. yes, we're the next big thing. And until they fully believe that, we get half-ass attempts at marketing and promoting.
Am I a fossil? Like, you remember you used to just drive by and see these see billboards with like the Nike swoosh, like that was just enough marketing for Nike, and then you had maybe a picture of Kobe or like the next group are coming. And I know the NBA is much easier to market, but WNBA shouldn't it be like? And I feel like we're going in circles because you just explained it pretty well, but. Am I not seeing enough billboards? I'm not going to Times Square enough. Is it cyber marketing? Like, is it just, hey, kid, you're too old?
I think they're promoting it. It's just, if you got a chance to promote LeBron or Asia Wilson, you're going to promote LeBron. It brings in more money. Because it's the same company. Let's not get it twisted. Like the WNBA,
right, it's still NBA, right?
The NBA, so they're always going to put more money in the NBA because it makes more money.
But you would think that in an Olympic year, NBA season is over, and you got WNBA season going off. I'm a New York resident. I should, at this point in time, I should be sick of seeing Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu. Honestly, if you're doing your job right, I should be sick of seeing. And also the other sister that's on the team, Vandersloot, I should be sick of seeing these names and hearing these names and whatnot.
It's just throwing money into
I think you have limited resources. You got to pick one.
And I'm not sick of hearing. I don't hear any of their names.
I mean, because if you do, what is that going to do? Are you going to buy their sneaker?
I would cop an Ionescu.
Okay. I just feel they just put our money in there for what? We're not going to get a return.
That's terrible. All right, so and also y'all would know better. Is it illegal to have like a commercial, like keep coming like a Jaws thing, like they're coming, dun, 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 and you have like maybe one of the Sharks have a UConn and one have a USC type thing? Like, is that illegal because they're in college? No, I don't think it's too much now because you have money, NIL. Like,
I think
just be about how much the college wanted to charge you for using their name.
I think they're going to have to piggyback off college because I believe USC plays UConn this year. Mm-hmm. That's going to be huge. So that's like the WNBA. You don't have to do nothing, right? Because NCAA is going to do it. But you could just we'll take what you did and take it to the next level, like you said. That I understand. You should throw money at that. That's going to be your future.
So wait, after the game, they shouldn't be telling us like.
Yeah, there should be a big Nike commercial.
Something now.
No, during the whole game.
I want to. Like, for some reason, I want to see them having me guess, like, what are they talking about? Like, you seeing something for, like, a UConn or like, a silhouette about, like she's next. Like something like a Jordan looking.
Like a they got next silhouette.
Like a silhouette of, like, it looks like Jordan, but it's, like, something with USC. It's, like, she's not that. I want me to say, like, she's not that good, Nike. What are you doing? Or NBA, y'all above the WNBA. Like, why isn't that?
That would be good marketing. And it's basically saying, making it seem like it's Caitlin Clark. They're like, nah. We're not talking about Caitlin Clark. Right. We got two others that's coming. They're not Caitlin Clark.
Correct.
And my thing is, Pete, like, I want the WNBA to at least get to the point where college basketball is not marketing their product better than you are marketing yours.
Well, I mean,
and the WNBA right now, as far as I'm concerned, is the only professional sport in America that can honestly say, "Hey, we can't market our product as good as the NCAA can market the same damn product."
I think they have to utilize them, right? Like I think that's why the NBA wanted to push Vince Carter or Grant Hill. We already knew who they were because of the NCAA, because they went to North Carolina and Duke. So I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. They should put more dollars into it in a sense, but I feel they should let NCAA do the legwork and then take it from there. You know?
I feel you, and I'm not disputing that. It's just that, like, for example, I feel like the NBA promotes basketball better than the NCAA for men's basketball. WNBA can't say that.
But, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I guess it's just like, why is that? Because it's the same company.
And it's just effort. And it's like effort, and I feel like they're not putting the effort for it.
I see, for me, is I want you to grab me now because I feel like the WNBA is where great talent dies. And I feel unfortunate for me saying that because I don't watch as much. I should be hungry to watch these stars playing for what they did. I watch more women's college basketball than I do WNBA. So if you're going to get me and tell me, like, sell me to start watching these games as if you're going to have Palpatine like Caitlin Clark, and then you have it like where the two twins, or maybe Leia and Luke, and it's what you call 'em. It's Juju, and it's Paige, and it's like the force is strong within these two or something like that. And they're coming after, they're going to come after me eventually and everything like that. And then Caitlin's there like, well, I'll be waiting or something like that. Give me something where I'm saying like, all right, now I got to watch. I'm already going to watch Juju and Paige already, but if it's not me, what is it about? I watch Caitlin. All these eyes are on Caitlin. Who are these two then? Let's use Caitlin's gift of that you all build her up to bring it into these two with more eyes start watching these two. You know what I mean? Like, we're not casual, so we're going to be watching the heck out of these two, but grab some eyes off of Caitlin and give me some stuff to which you're building up. I don't even think they're using Caitlin right, to be fair.
I don't think they're using Caitlin. I don't think they're using Asia, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu. I don't think they're using.
Is it how?
I think they're overdoing Caitlin. Like, I don't think there's no way she should be promoted more than Asia or Brianna Stewart. I think they're ODing on Caitlin personally.
And I think there's a lot to be said about the whole package that Angel Reese has.
Yeah, I think, to your point, Pete, I think they're overdoing Caitlin, but they're not utilizing her to bridge with Asia and Brianna Stewart. Just to say, even if you, to your point, had a commercial just saying, hey, Asia and Brianna, we're here. Yeah, nice knowing you, Angel and Caitlin. Welcome to the league and whatnot. But you know what? It's still our time. You know what I mean? And then Caitlin and Angel saying, yeah, but we got next. We coming.
Well, they had a Rookie O's commercial. I think he's being draft where Brianna Stewart is eating the Rookie O's. Like,
that was dope. That was dope.
So I thought that was a dope commercial. But this personally, me, I think that you put your money between. I understand you want to do the youth movement thing, but I just think Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson's clearly the two best players.
We are giving them liquid gold, though, P.
But to your point, we're giving them liquid gold.
Yeah, no, I'll make it quick. I said when it was draft day, I thought you said have them together, Angel and Caitlin. All right, they look at each other, you do a commercial. It's you again, back at it again. How long do you think we can make this last? And then you have Bird and Magic at the end talking about, I don't know, what are they talking about? Like having something where y'all say you have a battle for them to have it on. I get the reference, Bird and Magic. Boom, you're done. Easy, walk in the park. It's 3 seconds to think of. They concerned about what they were dressing. I say, you know what? Forget it. It's over.
Because and they've missed so many different opportunities like that. And even to have a Bird of Magic moment between Asia and Brianna, you know, and to your point, Pete, to promote, hey, the veterans that are already in the league that we should be excited about and should be following through. So, yeah, WNBA has a lot of work to do. But before we get off of WNBA, want to ask you guys who your Rookie of the Year picks, who your MVP picks for the WNBA. P, I'll start with you, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. I really don't know the stats. I guess I will go with Caitlin. Okay. Angel Reese right there. MVP, Angel Wilson, no-brainer. With all due respect to Brianna.
Okay. Hill.
I'll do. Give me Angel Reese. Okay. And give me Asia Wilson.
I think I'm Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. I think what she's been able to do as far as being a facilitator has been. She has fever in playoff contention.
That's good.
And right now, I think she's leading the league in assists. So she's doing her thing, definitely. Talk about the Olympics, and I know at one point during the men's run, a lot of people in the basketball world were asking, is KD, Steph, LeBron the greatest trio that's ever played basketball together? And I'm gonna, kind of refine the question in the sense that, hey, I'm gonna ask you guys, who is the greatest trio to ever play basketball together, whether it be an NBA or Olympic setting or a FIBA setting, and you could take the trio, no matter when they played, and I'll give you an example, like the '92 Dream Team. Hey, a lot of people talk about, hey, Bird was dealing with back issues. Magic was just coming back from early retirement at that point with the HIV issue. So they weren't in their prime. But I'm gonna give you the caveat of saying, hey, no matter when they play together, the trio that you present will be in their prime. So who's the best? Who's the greatest trio out there?
Prime Bird, Prime Magic,
Oh, to
Prime
me,
Jordan.
I did the math. We're talking 14 championships. Bird, Magic, and Jordan. 14 championships. Top it, please. Try.
What about Kobe, KD, and LeBron?
Those aren't 14 championships. Great, not good, great, trio. But to me, I'm just doing the math. Bird, Magic, Jordan.
Give me Steph. Give me Steph, KD, and Bron.
Okay.
Stick with that one. 70s, who?
And what I'm surprised about is there are no big men in the trios that we're naming, except for maybe a KD.
That's Team USA fault. Because if Shaq was on the original Dream Team,
Shaq, Jordan, and you.
Right.
It's usually Jordan, you, or Kobe,
right.
you when it comes to me. So that would be right after it. Yeah. So I lent the bias out. That's how much I love those two players. But I'm good on this new generation. Steph and Magic is what, and I'm a huge Laker fan. And it's tough because I think where I was stumped at was the Magic Steph thing, which has it, because I have the Dream Team second. Because Bird in his prime is nasty, disgusting. Yeah. And I can live with Bird, Durant. Either way you have it. If you want to tell me Bird's better, I'm fine with that. Jordan, Kobe, you got to have those now. I mean, not Jordan, Kobe. Jordan, LeBron. Pick your poison. It came down to Magic. It would just be facilitating, and I can get that with LeBron. You know what I mean? The vision is better for Magic, but you're gonna give me LeBron is just like underneath, so I could take a little from that. But the shooting from Steph is just forget about it. So that's the reason why I took them. But it's close.
So your top three would be
Curry, Durant, and LeBron. Then it would be Bird, Magic, Jordan.
And who would be the third pick?
The third team? Kobe somebody.
Okay.
Kobe somebody. What are we doing? Kobe, Wade, Bron?
Okay. P?
That's tough. Yeah, I would go Dream Team. The first, to me, the only Dream Team. 92 would be first. I'd probably go Kobe, LeBron, Wade second, and then I would go with this current 2024 team third. But
How do you go
it's
wrong?
a good debate. Like, how you gonna go wrong? Who's great, the greatest or the second greatest? Like,
It's like,
I probably. My first pick would probably be Kobe, KD, and LeBron.
Kobe, KD. Okay.
And then you made a really good argument about that Steph and Magic. I'll probably do Steph, KD, and LeBron second, and then probably Dream Team. Magic and Bird third.
Talent plays a part into it too, right? I mean, because it's just
because
they were winning by what 30? What was the average point margin in 26 and a half? 27?
I think
Dream Team. I don't think it was that close.
It was ridiculous. But for me, I think I take Kobe, KD, and LeBron because I'm thinking, I can get a basket from anywhere. Doesn't matter. LeBron, I think my Magic equivalent for distributing facilitator if I do need that. But with KD and Kobe on his sides, it's not too much he's going to have to do besides just give him the ball. I also like the defense that I got with KD, Kobe, and LeBron. I think they can all be solid defenders, if not elite defenders. Second team with Steph and KD and LeBron. To your point, Steph just changes the dynamic on offense as far as how much attention he pulls his way just by being on the court and whatnot. Still have facilitating with LeBron. The only hesitation I have with them being the second team is, hey, Steph on defense, because he becomes a liability on defense.
That's his whole career.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not gonna make any excuses for him, but between him and LeBron, and to all you sycophants of LeBron out there, yes, he won me over with these Olympics. Shocker. Like, he's been doing this his whole career. I thought he was a combination. Steph with the timely shooting, but LeBron James is such a guaranteed basket or right play maker. And it's like I took up to 21 to really say, like, to give him his just due. The common factor with the team, because that team looked like it was ready to implode at any given moment. And it's a defensive stop, a block, a basket, which they need, which seem to get the engine running because Curry is pretty much one of like the hugest front runners of the game. And I love Curry, but when things are going really well, you're gonna get deflated because he's gonna give you 6 threes when you need it. But money on the line, he has his moments where he's come up short. And that's not the case with, I know you like the bang of LeBron, like it's not the case with him. It's like getting plays and blocks and everything you see outside of him. I'm looking at the game, I'm like, yo, this guy is phenomenal. And that helped me push him to the, my top thing. It's LeBron heavy oriented for me. So.
And I'm surprised none of us picked AD.
AD?
Considering how he played in this Olympics and stuff like that.
If you say the top 3, AD's never been one of the top 3 players on his team. He just hasn't.
I never thought about it more.
Yeah.
He didn't even come to mind. I was trying to find a way to get,
I was thinking Edwards before him.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't thinking it. I mean, and he played well.
Like for me, with this Olympics, he would round out the top 5 players for me for this team.
Me.
But you said 3. You know what I mean? Like, David Robinson played well, but no one's going to put him over Bird. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I don't want to like seem like I'm dissing AD because he played really well, but
or centers or big men,
right? Yeah, you could say he played as well as David Robinson or.
I had a really good Olympics, but
yeah,
because I feel like if AD didn't play well this Olympics, we don't get to gold.
You say that with a few people. Yeah. You really can.
Curry, LeBron, KD, your man Bam.
I'll give you one. I mean, you had a stint in 5 minutes in which Embiid actually saved them. Yeah. Like, he came down to free throw line, pull up, turn around, and play some defense. One joke at the end. I mean, you don't have that, you lose.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like the same thing. I mean, it's just that it's so much talent. Because technically, Barkley was better than Magic and Bird in that Olympics. You know what I mean? So, I guess
Carmelo has some epic runs.
Yeah, Melo,
And I gave him gold medals.
They're stripping him of Captain America and giving it to LeBron, basically. That was kind of like Carmelo's thing. He was Captain America. He put in
absolutely.
He put in so much work during the international play. So yeah.
And I think he's actually matured. Like, I didn't actually. LeBron at times was like liabilities because I didn't see him on the international. It didn't translate internationally with him playing. It It was just more so athleticism, jumping out. It just wasn't fits to what they were doing. LeBron, Kobe, Melo, even Wade had it to where international-wise it fits. He just seemed like a fish out of water. Now he's just smarter. Like, I like the LeBron now. It's just, I get it. I get the game now.
This
you know
LeBron is probably the best international LeBron that we've ever seen because he doesn't. He uses his strength, but not necessarily his athleticism, where he thinks the game and more. Because internationally, you could jump out the building.
Right.
That's not really helping you internationally.
Yeah, it hurts you.
The zone.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. So you guys don't hold 2004 against him?
I definitely do. I was just so impressed with this one. I thought it was twice they could have and should have lost. And he just made the right play. So, yeah, absolutely, 04 was disaster. So I was like, I don't even think he should really show up anymore because I didn't think it suited him. I thought the NBA was perfect for him, individually-wise. And just FIBA game is just so anti-him. But he changed his game drastically.
I think for me, 2004 becomes that point in time where the world gave us confirmation that, hey, we like basketball too. And, hey, we're starting to play this in our own countries too. And we know y'all are good, but we're not scared of you guys anymore. I think that's the point where the world said, hey, we're not scared with you guys anymore, and we're not afraid to compete, and we're going to compete. I think before that time, the world was just coming up just to have fun and get their participation trophy. 2004 put us on notice as a country. Hey, the rest of the world likes this basketball thing too, and they're starting to play, and they're tired of getting bullied. Hey, let us know what you guys think. Did you watch the Olympics? Who do you think should be going to the next Olympics? Who do you have for your WNBA Rookie of the Year and MVP? Who would be your best trio of all time playing basketball? Hit us up on social media. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Fellas, before we get out of here, and we kind of talked about this off air a little bit, but just wanted to start the conversation. We probably won't be able to finish it today. But who is the most famous rapper of all time or ever? And I'm not saying the best rapper.
Not best. Famous.
The most famous rapper where
could go anywhere.
You can drop him anywhere in the world or her anywhere in the world, and someone somewhere on that street corner or that forest will recognize, oh, that's so and so.
Dead or alive, posthumously alive. No, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
And rapper.
Yeah. So with all due respect to Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, it's Snoop, and I think Will Smith is second.
Drop Will Smith and Guinea. They might know him. Might. I think
they watch movies out there.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Like, hey, between Independence Day and
you
Bad
will know
Boys,
Will. He's distinct. I just think if you drop Calvin Brodish anywhere, bro, I just think
No, I got Snoop. I got Snoop at 1, and that's saying a lot because we're talking about Will Smith, movie star, whatever you think of him, movie icon. I think Snoop is the most famous rapper ever.
He has so much it's the aura, it's the whole adage, the what he wears. So I don't think you can ever not know who Snoop is nowhere.
Now, I know you guys mentioned Will Smith, Ice Cube, Latifah, LL. What do you think about maybe a Reverend Run?
No,
from Run
I wouldn't know Reverend Run. No, I wouldn't know Reverend Run. But yeah, you can walk in, you can know Reverend Run.
I don't think the reach is as far. I think it's far. It's international, but I think maybe he could be there with the Cubes and Latifahs. And age may have something to do with it also, because at Run DMC's apex was the '80s, so that might have something to do with it. But he's definitely one of the most famous. I just don't think he's the most. No.
Only because it was such a short time that he was here. But because of his stature and who he was and how he carried himself, Big would have been there. You just can't. He's big. His stature.
You could say Tupac.
He's tall. Maybe if he continued, but Big is just he's
right.
Big.
If you saw Tupac walk down the street with a Scully, you might not notice. But Big.
We're not talking to Fat Boys either. When you say, "Oh, that's Jay something from the Fat Boys," I don't know any names. I feel sorry about it, but Biggie Smalls anywhere, like in France, like, yo, I said glasses. I mean, I would name a lookalike. Just like that, I would know Big.
Okay.
Would you know? Would you know M? No, maybe no. You wouldn't know him. Never mind. Never mind. Shout out to the Midwest.
Is Latifah the only famous female rapper that you feel like, hey, you could drop her pretty much anywhere on the world and somebody would know her?
The only one I think is close, and that's only because she's current and she's still on her run.
Nicki. I was thinking that.
What about Megan? With the stuff that
I might know Cardi B before I know Megan.
Yeah, she hasn't separated herself to me. Cardi B, Megan, whatever new female rappers out, you know. I feel like Nicki just separated herself so much. Like she's I think she's, you know, I don't think it's too much to say that she reached like iconic status, especially as female rappers.
So right now, consensus
Snoop. Well,
hey, I know when we were talking about this the other day, you mentioned Drake.
Drake is, to me, same thing as Nicki. They're on their run right now, so you know what I mean. So we'll see. Like Snoop's run was in the '90s, and we're still talking about it. So we'll see. You know, I think it'll take time to put Drake and Nicki in that type of category.
But Drake is definitely recognizable.
Yeah, like today, yeah, he's there. I still don't know if he's more recognized than Snoop in certain areas, but you know,
we said aesthetics too because I said no haircut Hove. I would notice Hove. I think I would notice Jay-Z.
Basquiat Hove.
Yeah, Basquiat. I think I can see him anywhere. France, Canada, Australia. I think Japan. They know Jay-Z.
And all he would need to do is get a haircut to get a secret identity.
Exactly, because he's tall. Like, Snoop's tall. So
yeah,
a lot of things stand out with Snoop. Like, there's a good chance I can notice Snoop from like across the street.
Let me throw a name at you out there, and it just came to me. Shaquille O'Neal. Technically a rapper.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. Everywhere.
He definitely could challenge Snoop
everywhere
for that, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna have one, yeah. Unfortunately, it's basketball that did everything, but yeah, he's a rapper.
Well, you say the same for Will Smith. It's movies that did everything.
Right.
Like,
so
I don't think people say that's the Fresh
DJ.
Prince. Oh, yeah, it's like it's TV. Because even when you say Fresh Prince, I still don't think rap. I think of the TV show.
Never did. I never did. Right? So I mean, like, he's more of an entertainer, and the other one's an athlete.
Right.
So
I mean, you maybe have
Shaq could overtake Snoop.
Nah,
because
most
famous.
I don't know if he can overtake Snoop.
I think he can.
Shaq and Will about what 5-10% at the most rap.
Yeah, but,
right.
90% entertainment and sports.
But even so, I mean, of course you're gonna notice Shaq.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
But I think in certain pockets of the world, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy must play basketball." They might not know who he is, but they're gonna say, "Oh, this guy plays basketball." Where you see Snoop, I think they're gonna know it's Snoop.
I think Shaq is Shaq, though. I don't know. That's rough.
Shaq is different.
Yeah, I think Shaq is just he's stamped internationally global, like
and if you know about the sport of basketball, I don't think there's a way you could not know Shaq.
And that's what I'm saying. You might not know about the culture of hip hop, and you know Snoop.
So then Kobe.
You know what I'm saying?
So then Kobe.
Huh? Kobe? Yeah.
I mean, that's 2% rap.
Technically.
Yeah.
2% rap.
But yeah, I think he'll be in that Queen Latifah, Ice Cube. I still don't think he would be in Snoop's. I don't think. I think Shaq would be. God bless the late great Kobe Bryant. But I think Shaq is way more recognizable than Kobe.
Bryant.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice three-way tie right there, yo. Shaq,
I think
Snoop and Kobe. I think that would be a nice three-way tie.
I think Will Smith is more recognizable than Kobe. Worldwide.
Internationally?
Because you're thinking as a basketball head. What if you don't watch basketball?
Nah, but I'm thinking about, hey,
I think
one of the things that Kobe had going for him as far as his marketability and stuff like that is people in China and Japan and close China adjacent, and plus his time in Europe playing, and you know what I mean.
I hear you.
So
that's
it's
all basketball though. If I don't know basketball, I might not,
I think he's branded himself beyond.
I mean, I'm not saying he's strictly, he's not. I don't know. Let me name a player. Kevin Garnett. He's bigger than Kevin Garnett. You know what I mean? But I mean, I could be wrong, but I think
because you have to take, unfortunately, his death out of it. Because you're saying that then he would be alive. Because a lot of his stuff is because of he's so famous as a basketball player in person and brand. Mm-hmm. His death even made him bigger than he was. So if you're taking that that factor out, that's where I could see Will Smith. But if it's, you have to though, because you have to say like if he shows up, he has to be alive. So therefore, you're taking that part out. Then I'm probably gonna have to edge it off to Will Smith because I'm putting the whole thing towards. Because I don't think anything now Kobe Bryant is anywhere. You know him pretty much, and it's unfortunate because of the passing too. Where now those who didn't watch his basketball know of him, and then they say, "Oh."
Yeah, I think unfortunately he's probably closer tied to Tupac in that regard, where it's like posthumous.
Mm-hmm.
Famous, although he was famous during his lifetime.
Yeah, sure.
But,
All right, fellas.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, let us know what you guys think. Who do you guys think is the most famous rapper of all time or ever? Who is that person that could be dropped off anywhere in the world and be recognized? Is it Snoop? Is it Shaq?
What else?
Is it Will Smith? Hit us up on social media. Let us know. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Fellas, before we get out of here, what's on the radar?
for me, shout out to Aaron Judge in the 300 home run milestone. It's weird because he did it the quickest, but not really. I think he did it with the least at bats, but not necessarily the quickest because he's like 30 plus already because of the injuries he had during his career. But shout out to Aaron Judge for reaching that milestone. Arguably the best player in the game.
Shout out to the Yankees. Forever will have it being their younger brother, the New York Mets. I mean, having Hawk Tuohy throwing out the first pitch is rough. Viral girl. Having to do that. You follow. If you know, you know.
Wow.
Classy move, Mets.
I didn't know
that. I was wondering why we were even mentioning Mets, but that's
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
No. You know.
What's on my radar? I heard some good news. The Accountant 2. Has been greenlit, and they're gonna start shooting that. Ben Affleck movie. Yeah, P. It was a really good movie. Yeah, it's coming out soon, so excited to see that coming out. And also, going to be checking out Netflix. Halle Berry got a new movie on Glover Union, so that's on the way. Check that out.
Where's that kid from ESPN? What is he like?
Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key. What is he? 45.
What's that kid? Jimmy Key.
No respect.
What is he like? 40? That's for both of them. Halle Berry, Wahlberg, Jimmy Key.
to all our fifths out there. Peace.
Shark jump.